every project you have embarked on that had a touch of this innovation and environmental sustainability in particular. So, how did you lead that project, sir?
You see, unfortunately, for the concept of environment, or we call it the green building concept, is not very old. This concept came into being sometime around 2005, 2006. Before that, it was not known. And let me explain a little about what is green so that I can explain this transition.
Yes, sure.
Let me draw it in an analogy of mango, which you all can probably correlate to. And this, when I was a child, in the late 50s, early 60s, when I used to come to Mangalore to my house, there was no current in the house. This was a house in Nagori. There was no current in the house. But the house was a big house, typical traditional Mangalore house. Every room had one spirit lamp or wick lamp hanging in the middle. You never felt that there was not enough light. That light was good enough because we did not know what was more light. Because there was no current did not mean people didn't study in the house. There were 3 rank holders in that house. 3 rank holders in that house. Because there was no current did not mean we suffered in the summers. Because the houses were built of earthen mortar and clay. The houses weren't as hot as it is today. With that ventilation, we were fine wearing our shorts or lungis and banyans or no banyans and walking around. We didn't complain because there was no current. There was no refrigerator in the house. Because there was no refrigerator in the house, mothers and aunts never cooked anything that would get spoiled. Because there was no refrigerator, they would not cook anything that has to be stored for long.
No.
So, congee that we used to was a very lip-smacking meal for us. That and pickle was a good meal. We never complained. Fish curry always got tastier the next day. As a result, the mother used to cook congee. Even extra congee, they would pour water and keep it next day, boil it and give it.
Yes.
So there's no wastage. Yes. Pickle, seasonable vegetables used to get pickled. I'm narrating all this because this has a correlation to what, so that you all can relate with the greening concept.
Yes.
Well, so during the season, they would pickle it in pickle jars and keep it. Throughout the year, you could get the pickle out and the congee. Nobody would complain that I haven't got chicken or I haven't got this or that. We did not know what was the menu of chicken. Chicken was homegrown chicken that was cooked. Not we never used to buy chicken.
Yes.
Because there was no electricity, there was no water pump.
Yes.
There was a well in the house. All of us had to draw water from the well. That was our exercise. And when we drew water, we had only one bathroom in the house with a big copper pot.
Yes.
We had to take that also, we say, I don't know what you call in the local thing, the copper pot, and we pour water into that thing. Because if I had to have bath, I wouldn't waste water, because if I had to waste water, I had to draw more water.
Yes.
So the check and balance was there. So I used to have bath with that thing. Nobody would waste water. And wherever the water go from the tree, it would go to the coconut trees. The drain would go to coconut trees. As we draw water, the mother used to sit down to wash her clothes next to the well. So water is going. There was no polluting items except for preparing, heating this water for the bathroom or for cooking, which was on earthen pots and this. But we would cut trees, 12 branches, dried coconut trees and twigs, etc.
Yes.
That was used. That was the only polluting thing that was there.
Yes.
Food would never, if there are 4 persons now, food would be there for 8 persons, because nothing that is cooked is waste. They can be eaten the next day, tastier.
Yes.
That's why you walk into any Mangalorean house, uninvited, there will always be food available over there. Sufficient food over there. And when there is a wedding in the family, it was a wedding in the community. Neighbors used to come together, join and do things. Now, these things are not green. What else is green? I'm not blaming electricity was found. I'm not blaming electricity. But with electricity came a lot of laziness. Now they have devised water pump. They've got an overhead tank. Now press a switch, the pump is working, the overhead tank is full and overflowing. Nobody cares and water is overflowing. Now, without a fan, we had learned to live. Now, without a fan, we cannot survive. These days, without an air conditioner, we cannot survive. Now, what is the thing for a person who is designing? He is not calculating half a ton air conditioning or 1 ton air conditioning. He calculates, put a 1 ton here. If you want to take, why you want to take a chance, put a 1.5 ton AC. In summers, then use a blanket and sleep. So nothing is designed. So therefore, green building today, it has woken the system. They said that, listen, what are we doing? What have we done? At this rate, we'll have problems with the energy. We'll have problems with the material sources. We'll have problems with the pollution. We'll have problems with our own health. So why can't we start moving the clock back? Now, moving the clock back does not mean switching off electricity. Moving the clock back means designing your product well. Now, if you don't design a product, now what happens? Even these days, the moment anybody has little money, they start building a house without planning how to build the house. So the die gets cast. When the die gets cast, there's very little correction, mid-course corrections you can do. So the damage continues. And they believe, what is it? If it's more heat, we'll put another air conditioner. What is it if at all there's less water? We'll put additional water tank. We'll put additional. So everything, they believe money can buy everything. But money cannot buy it.
They don't know.
Money cannot buy these kind of things that I've said. So green building tells us how to get back before you start. And I'll narrate to you my own experience at ITC when we embarked into this green building concept for the first time. But today, they believe that these things are not important. It is for next generation. Okay, that's for next generation. Will happen next year. Why am I bothered about next generation? Which is a very wrong and sad part of our life. I think so. The responsible person therefore need to get the act right. They need to get into doing things right. Any building that's got to be done. First, in a green building, let me explain to you. ITC went for LEED rating, L-E-E-D. L-E-E-D. This is started off with USA, the United States Green Building Council.
It's an abbreviation.
LEED is abbreviation, I'll come to it. But this concept was started with by United States Green Building Council, USGBC. Then it's come to India through IGBC, Indian Green Building Council. There's a reason for it. The LEED stands for Leadership in Energy and Environment Design. Now, basically, this tells you how to reduce your carbon footprint, how to address the climate change, how to address the health, human health, how to address water resources, how to reduce it, conserve it, how to recycle materials, how to ensure that you don't use toxic materials, and also address biodiversity. So you address all these things into the design on the drawing board stage itself. Because once the die is cast, you cannot. There's only that much you can do. It's not that you cannot do, because there's green building concepts for existing buildings also. The reason they have for existing buildings is they don't want to give up. They want you to do whatever little you can do. You have some handicap, despite the handicap, what is the best you can do? So they don't discourage you, they won't encourage you. So they have incentives for even converting existing buildings into LEED rated building. It's not LEED rated. In LEED also there are levels. The lowest level is known as certified rating. For that they have, I think it is 40 points to 49 points scoring system. Above LEED comes silver. Silver is from 50 to 59. Then there's gold rated, which comes from 60 to 79, double, 20 points lower. Then comes platinum, which is 80 and above. Now, these are incentives for individuals to try. You get recognized, and I'll also.
You have already touched that platinum.
We have only platinum. We don't know how gold tastes, how silver tastes.
Wonderful.
Every building of ours is platinum.
Wonderful.
And there were some misconcepts, very interesting, and that's where ITC is great. I must tell you. I was in 2005. We were planning to build this ITC Green Center, where Hillary Clinton come to see each other. And that building was to be. It was a 2-acre plot. Was to be constructed.
It was in which place?
Gurgaon, and I was heading the project. And it was not a revenue generating area. It was not a hotel. It was an office. It is meant only to spend money. Offices don't earn revenue. So the pressure on us was to reduce your project cost. Whatever project cost was going to reduce. Regular, it should be the case. The building was in the process of being designed, and we heard of this LEED concept in the US. The largest building at that point of time which had got LEED platinum was a building in Hyderabad, in the world. It was in Hyderabad. It was the CII building in Hyderabad, which was 17,000 square feet. 17,000 square feet. It's not huge. 70,000 is an office. Ours was 1,70,000 plus square feet. I thought came as, why not we make it green, like LEED Latin. Obviously, at that point of time, even our knowledge was very limited. We did not know what is the meaning of green. First concept of green means where is greenwashing, what it is. How do we get back to the board of ITC asking for more money because we're going to get green?
Yes.
I remember, interesting, we went to the board and I wanted 7 crores more to do this project as LEED platinum rating. My then chairman, late Mr. Noronha, very enterprising, very go-getting individual, very supportive. While there were very mixed reactions, what is this? We are telling you to bring the project cost down. You are coming here asking for 7 crores more for LEED platinum. What is platinum? What is LEED? What is green? Because the knowledge was not there. So I don't blame anybody. So what happened was, I explained to them what is. Chairman asked me, will you guarantee me you'll get me a LEED platinum? I only told him, sir, I can't guarantee anything because I'm trying it first time. But I can guarantee you one thing. I can't get it if I don't try it. If I try it, at least there's a good chance I can get it. I will not spare any efforts. So nice of him. He gave the go ahead.